What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Queen Bee Ink, also known as Elisheba Israel Mrozik, and I am here with a new episode of The Honey Dip, where we dip into ink, culture, community, and connection through the ancient sacred art of tattooing. This series is a little bit different. We're exploring music, cities, Inkspirations, why people got their ink, how important the tattoo experience is for someone. Why is ink a part of your life story? Come on with me as we go and get into people's tattoos. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
My name's Nick.
Nick, how you doing, Nick? Tell me about your ink.
So 3 crosses. I got the same thing as my brother. We just got different Bible verses, and mine's Philippians 4:13. So I'm really religious, and I just want to get a Bible verse of crosses.
Okay.
And then I got this arrow before, so it's kind of just pointing up to the Bible verse. And then I can't show this one because I'm a chest, but I have a. Sure.
Yes. Come on in with it.
Breast cancer awareness for my grandma because she had breast cancer, so I just got this breast cancer awareness sign.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's for her.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thanks for stripping for me.
Thank you.
Memorial tattoos are so important, like that honor the people in your life, you know. He got that for his grandma, you know. People get things for their siblings, their aunts, their uncles, their parents. It is an awesome, awesome thing.
So my name is Holly. I'm a nurse. So when I graduated from nursing school, I thought it would be so cool to get a tattoo. Saw it on Pinterest, drew it up myself, took it to the tattoo shop. It is this EKG right here.
Okay.
At the time, I was like, yeah, that looks so perfect. And then after I did more courses, I realized it's actually a very abnormal heart rhythm. So it looks cool to everyone else, but to me, I'm like, that is a heart block tattoo.
The heart block. So, will you show the camera for me? So, what did this tattoo teach you about doing your research for tattoos?
I mean, always do your tattoo research. Make sure that you're gonna like it down the line, and even if you don't, it's a funny story, and you might end up on the YouTube channel.
That's it. And thank you, Holly. Thank you so much.
I'm Morgan.
Hey, Morgan.
Nashville native.
Hey, so hard to find.
Right. Unicorns. So this was my very first one. It's with my mom. It's matching tattoo. She's got the same one.
Okay, awesome.
And then I have several on my thighs. This one's with my dad. He's got this in purple. And it's like a little silhouette. This was the first part of my sleeve. I had this one done in North Carolina at a tattoo shop called Old Salt. And like this whole arm was supposed to be like about like all my immediate family and everything. So it's like a big meaningful tattoo and stuff like that.
Awesome.
I love elephants. Elephants are my favorite animal, and I love like mandala tattoos and everything. So I was like, I want this whole mandala thing going on in my arm. This was my second tattoo, and I took this picture when my son was born because it was like the first thing that like we interact because my labor was really traumatic and stuff. So I took this picture, and then I had the girl do this and like a mandala around it, and then this one's with my sister because our parents always compared us to the sun and the moon. She was the sun and I was the moon. So I got this for her, and then I did a hummingbird for my aunt. She loves hummingbirds, and dragonflies are all around because my Nana has a dragonfly tattoo on her shoulder, and she also has always said if she ever came back after she passed, she would be a dragonfly. And then it's just all like flowers and all that around it. Also, the lily is for my Nana as well because her favorite flowers are tiger lilies.
So you got a whole family lineage on your arm.
Yeah,
I love
much,
that.
yeah.
I love that. You get to carry it with you and all those important
I'm
people.
missing my adopted dad and my grandfather, but that's going to be on this, like a half sleeve on this arm. And so building up the money to do that, but we're getting there.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's piece by piece. You got
Yeah.
your whole life to
I
get
know.
them done.
It's a lot of money.
It is.
So
It's
much
an
money.
Investment.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, really though, it is. It's a
Seriously.
big investment.
It
I
is.
have spent like probably thousands of dollars. Don't
But
tell
it
my mom.
shows
Oh yeah, no.
in the quality of
Oh
work.
yeah,
Absolutely.
The people that done the girl that did all my recent tattoos, at least finished my arm for me. I actually went to high school with her. She's amazing. I remember when she started tattooing, it was actually, she was an apprentice, and then they allowed her to do like with the state, she did like a special like pass or something like that, and her husband built her a she shed in their backyard and had it ventilated and everything, and it was like her own little tattoo shop in the she shed. So
That's
like
awesome.
my first tattoos with her were the shed tattoos.
That's awesome.
And she's actually an owner of her own shop now in Clarksville.
Awesome.
Electric Luna Tattoo.
Awesome.
Caitlin, that's the girl that does my tattoos.
Team,
Love her to death.
support Caitlin.
Yes, seriously, support them. I love her. She's amazing.
Awesome.
But that's I'm kind of pausing right now.
It's
but,
okay.
like it's so much money. But yeah,
That's
I love
awesome.
it.
My name's Jamal from Atlanta.
ATL.
ATL, yeah. My tattoo artist is Elijah Akeem from Incorporated in Marietta, Georgia. Yeah, he does great work, phenomenal work. Lines, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
What does it mean to you?
I mean, I got him a custom piece. For me, if I had a piece or a statue or something like that, it would kind of be somewhat faceless or not represent, something that is
Specific person.
Yes, yeah. At least for myself, I don't want to be. It doesn't have to be me. Be known for what you do and who you are, not necessarily what you are. What you look like or whatever the case might be. So kind of like, you can. It's anonymous in a way, but beautiful, right? So,
Yeah, I love it.
I started drawing when I was 4 years old, and it took about a year to find out that I had a different artistic ability among my peers. And somebody I looked up to was my older brother. He was very creative and knew how to freestyle with an ink pen and all that. This is the 90s, so it ain't none of that stencil stuff, and you gotta just have the mind for it. And he was somebody I looked up to and kept on trying to level up, trying to catch him, but he always level up on me. So I'm like, man, he's cold. So, long story short, I'm a high school dropout, got into the streets, did all that stupid stuff, ended up in prison. And for those years that I was in there, I was drawing. And a lot of people inspired me to, hey, you need to pick up the tattoo gun in here. I'm like, nah, I want to go home, and I kept that in mind for when I touched down to get a job first and then invest into this tattoo thing. And from there, the first tattoo I did, I haven't stopped since. And it was something I didn't know was gonna go like this. I totally walked into this thing blind. Didn't know how big this thing was gonna get and how rare black tattoo artists were in the city. I believe Elisheba was the only person that I seen that was black doing tattoos other than me at the time. And I was like, she's doing big things, and I could see big things happening out of this thing. A lot of people reach out to me and tell me that I motivate them to become a tattoo artist, especially after hearing my story. I'm a high school dropout, didn't finish school, prison time, homeless, sleeping on bus benches and stuff, and still turned out great. And a lot of people reach out to me to just say they're still going what they're doing right now and not giving up because of my story. So that part right there inspires me to keep going and never stopping at what I'm doing. As far as some people always being denied of cover-ups, I was always the yes cover-up type guy. And also, some people say you're stuck with it. You can't get it covered up, and I'm always saying, yeah, you can get this covered up, and I show them something different. Unless it's so jacked up, you got to go to a doctor and get some help. But long story short, I felt like I made a difference in the city as being a black man, opening a tattoo shop up. I think it opened up a lot of doors. I did a lot of apprenticeships myself, and those people left and started their own businesses. It might not have been in Nashville, but it could have been like Murfreesboro or Smyrna or something like that. And I feel like without me opening a door, a lot of people wouldn't even have a tattoo shop today.
So I have kind of like sporadic tattoos, so you can just ask me questions
Okay.
if you want.
So what tattoo is most important to you?
Probably, well, I have two. I'd say This one, it says Selah, and then this one right here says agape. I kind of have generalized anxiety at times, so this is kind of big for me. But Selah in the Bible just reminds me of God's peace and just kind of taking time to reflect. And then agape also talks about just God's love and like
Love.
Yeah.
You know, I just love that even though like the original interpretations of Leviticus says not to mark your body, I think it's been misinterpreted in so many ways. And as people who are followers, being able to get a piece that represents on their body, I feel like it's not a blasphemous thing.
I agree
It
with
is
that.
very much a way of
Honoring
honoring and understanding how important that is to you. You're not glorifying sin, you know? So I love it. Thank you
Yes,
so
of
much.
course.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time. Any other stories you want to share?
No, honestly, all of them are kind of just representing some way, like God's love for me in a way. They're all just kind of different and sporadic. So,
I love it. Awesome.
So my name's Stephen Cole. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey, Memphis,
Yes, ma'am.
North.
So about my tattoos, so here, just kind of going all the way up. My younger brother passed away last July from cancer, and for all of us that would go to St. Jude with him, we would be a part of his wolf pack, as he called us. So I just kind of got this piece to commemorate him and just kind of just keep him in my heart and never forget him. And then starting here is when I first kind of got getting the tattoos, and my first one crossed with my favorite Bible verse, and then just some stuff that I found cool. I do like Asian culture, and so worked all the way up to my shoulder, and that's about it. Told myself I got to calm down until next year because I went kind of crazy in 2 years. But
It's okay.
that's
It's
about
that back
it.
piece coming next.
No, we got to finish the arms first,
Okay,
and then we'll
okay.
get to the back.
Okay. So your tattoos are super meaningful,
For
being
sure.
connected to family. Like I had my mom, she passed from cancer last year, so I understand your journey there. I just really want people to understand how important things that may seem insignificant to others can be when transformed into body art.
Oh, 1,000%. For me too, it's like a constant reminder, and not just kind of the traumatic experience, but also just where I'm at in life, and just always just kind of keeping me rooted. It's like, yes, I went through that, but where I'm at now, it's been a year since he's passed, and where I'm at now is a lot better than I was in last year.
Absolutely.
So it's always just something that, and like for this is peace in Japanese. It's like for me, it's always keeping my peace, never letting nothing around me kind of throw me off my rocker. So I don't know, it's kind of hard not to look down when you got so much on your body. It's always easy to have a constant reminder.
Absolutely.
Got it? Yes, sir. Okay, that's a bobcat. See the first white truck there?
Yeah.
That's mine.
Okay.
Okay, I saw 3 bobcats in 3 days, 3 consecutive days.
Wow.
This is in Oregon. One was right by my house. The other one crossed the road in front of me while driving the truck. The third one I hit with my truck. I thought, what the hell's going on? Is this some kind of weird Indian omen thing? Because most people can go their whole lives and never see a bobcat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw 3 in 3 days.
That is definitely a sign.
So my ex-wife said, oh, it's got to be some omen thing, right?
Was this before or after the divorce?
Before the divorce.
Was that the omen?
Right? One would think. Good omen. Turns out, Northern Indians say it's a good omen. Southern Indians say it's a bad omen. You know what it was? Mating season.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Queen Bee Ink, aka Elisheba Israel Mrozik, and I am back with an episode of The Honey Dip, where we dip into ink, connections, and community, all through the ancient sacred art of tattoo. Today, my client Cheryl has a body full of amazing tattoos all about love and dedication. I'm gonna be adding to her pieces with this sick tat of a saber-toothed tiger on her neck. So, Cheryl,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me a little bit about the art on your body? You can just touch on kind of
You
what
want
some
me
of
to
the
start
things
from the
are?
beginning?
Yes, absolutely.
Got my first one when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the guy, I mean, this was at a shop. So
Mhm.
I was with my boyfriend. It was like 21. And dude just took his word that I was 18. When I was like, oh no, I forgot my ID. But he tattooed me anyway. And then I got a second, a third, a fourth. But they all meant something. And what I loved about tattoos is that, you know, even if it's something silly or just something you can, it's like, oh, I only have, you know, I only have $60, so I'll get something small. To me, it's about, you know, it marks that time of your life. What were you doing then? What is the meaning behind the tattoo? Sure, but what were you doing? Who were you with? And it just marks a certain time, you know. And I've always loved that about tattoos. And I just kept on. And then when I had my daughter, she started drawing, and of course I thought she was just a little genius artist. And so there's this little self-portrait on my arm of her. So I got that first one when she was 5 and drew that. And I loved it so much that I just kept going. Age 5, 6, 7, like, and then I kind of got sleeved out with her drawings mostly, and kept going to you know, my back, my legs. I'm not completely covered, but
You getting there?
yeah. So I am a human canvas. And I mean, it's all for myself. But I can't tell you how many people stop me and say, now that is a great idea. Or even some older people that are like, hey, I don't like tattoos, but I love that.
And I feel like it definitely is, because like you were saying, it's a memory book. It is one of the few ways that we can really carry things with us. You know, you're not going to lose that in the fire. You're not going to have it go away. It's going to be with you, reminding you of the best times in your life with the best people in your life.
And she's my favorite person in the world, always will be, you know. So, I mean, that's the short story.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're thinking about the ideas for your next one to, you know, remember your daughter and her life with, how did you go about choosing it? Like, did you just find drawings that she just made? Did you ask her as she got older to create specific pieces for your body?
All the above.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started out just looking through her, because I kept every scrap of paper that she would draw something on. I mean, and so once I got the first one, I remember looking through stuff, you know, I guess from like when she was 5, 6, 7, I kind of went back a little bit and was just choosing some of her older artwork, and older meaning like if she was 6, which she did when she was 5, and when she was 7, which she did when she was 6, you know, and I would sometimes take a folder to my artist, and he would help me choose, and you know, because normally I would get several at one time. We would try to figure out where it would go and which ones would make good tattoos and which ones just weren't good ideas. And then let's see, how old was she? When she was 10, I made my first request. I was like, okay, I used to be a skydiver.
Oh, wow.
I've got 44 jumps on me.
Wow.
But I asked her to draw me, her, and our 2 dogs. All like under parachutes, you know. That one's on my leg. It's adorable.
From Memphis.
Hey, me too, Team Memphis.
Hi.
So tell me your craziest tattoo story.
Okay, well, this one,
Roller skates, okay.
I had to hang up my roller skates because when I turned about 40, I wanted to go, I roller skated a lot, and I was going to join the derby, and I was out with my kids, and I was teaching a neighbor's son how to cross over. He did not move, and then I stopped, and I proceeded my feet decided not to move, and I broke it, and I popped it in the boot without knowing I broke my ankle. So I've got 13 pins and 2 rods.
Wow.
Yay.
Amazing. And also, I'm sorry you had to hang up your skates.
No, I still miss it, and I promised them I would never skate again, but I do this behind my back. But then,
Well, maybe we can find a modified version of skates for you. But thank you so much for sharing that
You're
story.
welcome.
Tattoos can really just honor big parts of our past, and
Yeah.
skating was a big part of yours.
it was. And nice meeting a fellow Memphian.
Yes.
My name is Unique Norwood.
How you doing?
I wanted to tell you about this tattoo.
Okay.
It's a 323. I did it with a stick and poke.
Okay.
It's the apartment number that me and my dad used to live in before he passed away.
I love the connection to something meaningful.
Yeah, I
Ain't
got
nothing
a
wrong
few
with stick and
tattoos.
poke. Okay.
This was my first stick and poke. I loved it. It was so fun. It did not hurt at all.
The sticky pokes don't hurt as bad.
No.
I got one from my little friend in Germany here that I was like, oh, that was the easiest one I got.
Really, literally.
For real, okay.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to tell y'all about.
Why the saber-toothed tiger?
Okay. It was actually, I wanted a neck tattoo. And something, I kind of felt like I wanted something a little bit fierce, maybe. Not scary per se, but just kind of something bold, beautiful, with color, but I didn't quite know. And so I'd been kicking around for a while, and I would ask my daughter for suggestions, and I don't know, at some point I don't know, I started thinking about, of course I love animals, you know, and I was thinking maybe a wildcat, you know, because I've just always loved all of them. They're just, I don't know, the beauty and the, just their whole
The majestic
persona.
grace of those.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, just imagining like a tiger and how they slowly start walking towards their prey before they, you know. Anyway, I don't know. So I was thinking a tiger or something like that, and I mentioned it to my daughter, and she said, "How about a saber-toothed tiger, Mom?" And that was it.
That was it.
That was it. I loved that she had something to do with the idea as well, so that even though she didn't draw this, she still had input. So that just makes even this one more meaningful to me. And I still plan on getting, more drawings that she's done, because she's getting better and better and better.
Oh, yeah.
So there you have
Well,
it.
you gotta leave some space for.
I know. That's what's hard, man.
How about your other tattoos that are not from your daughter? What inspired these designs that you have?
Well, the first one that I got with my boyfriend, we went to the library and we were just looking for something, some kind of symbol, and looking through books. And he found this one, which now has a cover up. But yeah, it was an Aztec symbol, and thing is, I have no idea what it meant. It could have meant I was scared. I thought it might mean Satan is my Lord or something, or I don't know. But
Speaking of that,
yeah.
how did you feel like appropriating like some other cultures' symbols? Like, what do you think about using other cultures' symbols in pieces like that? Saying like you didn't know what it meant, and yet you were okay with getting it inked on your body, right? And not in like in a blamey sort of way, but I know at the time people don't think about that, but like
I never
now,
thought about it in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that with like people getting Japanese symbols and things.
Okay, so I decided one time that I wanted to get a symbol from the book of I Ching. And so I read and or flipped through the whole book. I wanted something with a story, something with a real meaning. And so I chose, it was the story of the crying pheasant. And it was a story of perseverance overcoming hardship. It literally said that in this book. So I said, okay, that's it. Now, the story didn't make any sense when it was translated into English. So, but I will say that some years later, I was on a subway, and there was this Asian couple sitting across from me, and one of them nudged the other, kind of pointed, or I could see them looking at the tattoo, and one pointed out and nudged the other, and they they both started laughing. So yeah.
And did you ask them?
No, of course not. I mean, they were speaking their native tongue, but I kind of didn't want to know. That was the only time that ever happened. But I have heard that, I've heard a story which may or may, I'm sure it's happened. But anyway, somebody got a meaningful tattoo, in Chinese, I think, and the tattoo artist tattooed something from a Chinese takeout menu. Yeah. So that was. Oh damn. Yeah. How do you feel about tattooing? I mean, I know you're doing what they want. You can explain.
I've definitely done my share of Chinese symbols.
Yeah.
I don't think a single
crosses,
tattooist
right?
has not, but I always tell people to make sure that they have researched the meanings ahead of time. It's like, hey, if you're getting something, you don't speak this language, an image off of Google may not be right.
Right.
You need to already have done the research. Don't rely upon your artist who does not speak the language, or go to that country and get it from a native artist
who
knows it. and can guide you in the right way.
Right.
And when it comes to appropriation, it's like, it depends, right? Is this something sacred to the people? Like if you think about Native Alaskan tribes and certain types of tattoos that they have, like the ones on their chin or their lip, or like Hawaiian and Polynesian peoples, and they have certain types of tattoos that are only for the people in those tribes. Like doing your research before you get something like that is important if you want to respect the wishes of other people. Now,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I won't do a Polynesian on a lip. I'll make a design that is Polynesian inspired, but I don't attempt to say that this is a true Polynesian tattoo, for I am not Polynesian, and it's not my culture, and I don't know all of the ins and outs and intricacies, but I have definitely designed and done Polynesian inspired designs. And there's a difference between inspired and direct appropriation. Like, we're all inspired by something. Every culture's things are all inspired by different experiences and things of all kind of stuff,
Well, we gotta respect. I mean, you think about it in reverse, something that means a lot to you, and somebody's just randomly getting something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it can be offensive.
It can be offensive, but again, you also can't control the offense.
Yeah.
Because there are some things that aren't owned by anybody that people will find offensive.
Right.
The fact that you have tattoos at all and you're a woman might be offensive to somebody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I feel like it's a fine line, and one is researching what it is you're wanting to get and finding what it means to the group of people who it's coming from.
Symbols of love, whether it's a significant other, which you should never get names, never, whether it's a significant other, your loved ones like your mom and dad, or your child, like our friend Cheryl got all of her daughter's drawings as her ink. Symbols of love are important parts of tattooing and of our life stories. Ink that symbolizes love can last forever or be covered up if things change. Either way, it reminds us of one of the most important emotions in our life, love. This has been another episode of The Honey Dip, Music City Inkspirations. I'll see you on the next one.